You're listening to a Gravestone production podcast.
Previously on the Epikast, our heroes cross a rickety bridge.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to crap on people here, but the architecture up here is not like what is this?
And dangerous creatures take the opportunity to strike.
You're watching Kyriae come across as suddenly you feel a presence behind you, and you whirl around to see a creature that looks like a large six-legged leopard with long twin tails that end in long bone spikes like spearheads.
That's a really cool
It goes to bite you.
Despite numerous struggles,
My ammunition container is upended and the contents fall to the floor.
So you have no ammunition.
Unless I stay in this spot and pick them up off the ground to shoot them.
So that means Kyriae falls
No.
off the bridge
No.
into the river.
Don't let go of that rope, Nick.
Yeah. No.
Oh gosh.
our heroes emerge victorious.
And Thea, describe your
Nice.
kill.
Hey!
Let's go.
Yes.
The epic continues now.
Welcome back to the Epikast, everybody.
Hello.
Woo!
I am
My body
your
is
dungeon
ready.
master. Oh,
Oh. I didn't realize it was that kind of D&D podcast.
The Dungeon Master.
I am your dungeon master, Scott Graves. Just skip by that.
He's our dungeon daddy.
Not a video, some podcast.
Hey, let's not step on our toes here.
It's episode 8. We're far enough in.
No, I mean like that's literally the opening of
Yeah,
Dungeons
yeah,
and
yeah.
Daddies, which is
I know.
Dungeons and Daddies, not a D&D podcast.
I
know.
So, with me as always is Nicholas Meyer,
Hello, everybody.
Justice Milhan,
What's up?
Jessica Simons,
That's shaken.
and Sarah Heaton.
Hello.
Shall we jump back into this?
Let's jump back
Yes,
into
please.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have just previously defeated those
Big
Neuroguars.
kitties, as Scott said they
Big
were
bad
called.
kit.
Tropical displacer beasts.
Tropical displacer beasts.
That's what
Yeah,
they
that
felt
was the
like.
format of that was a base stat block that I used for these, but they definitely have a lot of differences.
Scary kitties.
Scott's heavy into monster customization.
And cats.
For this one, 100%.
Oh,
But yeah, the biggest thing that the only ability that transferred over in my creation of the Neuroguars was the displacement.
It's cool to be able to recognize monsters by their visual, but not necessarily know what's coming stat-wise.
Speaking of these Neuroguars, though, you found or noticed it particularly when you stabbed into its shoulder, the first one that had attacked Aramnos, that it was wearing a collar. I also want to pull us back into this. The three of you, Vesuvius, Aramnos, and Kyriae, you're on the west side of the banks of the river, west side of the bridge, and Thea is still on the east side.
And we need
she
to get
never
to her.
got
Yes.
pulled
Before I steal
across.
Justice's arrows.
Hold up. You have
Oh.
a crossbow. You can't even shoot my arrows.
That's
oh,
true.
but I can still have them.
I need those. I need those.
Well, then you best get over here.
I need to investigate these
These
Neuroguars first.
Looking at these colors, you see that they have sewn into the collar itself. You see that same M on it, but you also notice that there's a tag on these ones, and these Neuroguars are actually named.
No, we killed pets.
a cat collar.
One was named Malvia, and the other one, the one that you and Thea got the killing blow on, is named Ariers.
You guys, did we kill someone's pet?
Look, the pet tried to kill us first.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Beasts like this shouldn't be domesticated in the first place, to be honest.
Ooh. All right.
I don't feel too good about that.
We're the ethical ones here.
Do the names have significance, or are they just names?
I mean, I don't want to be like, like they don't mean
Okay,
anything particularly. Like they don't have any sort of meaning, like in the way Aramnos has meaning.
that's what I meant.
I think the biggest thing that stands out to you is less the names, that these are individually names, and more the fact that these are pets, and that the M is the same M that you saw on the Ursalaton anklets.
Right. So who's keeping both Ursalatons and Nuragors as pets?
Well, we
Psychopath.
seem to be getting more of them the closer we get to this tower.
Yeah.
Point to the big tower in distance. So,
We've only encountered 2 packs of them. Might be a coincidence, but probably not.
Probably not. 'Cause
I
they
wonder
have-
if something's happened to the Oracle.
Ooh,
Hmm.
I mean, like I've heard of places like this, you know, like you can pay a little bit of like like a little bit of money and you go in and you can like touch things like this, live in the wild. But like,
Like a zoo?
yeah, except you know, like a petting zoo.
For monstrosities.
Yeah, like you know, for like super rich people.
yeah.
I mean, into theory, that's for sure.
I mean, like this
But-
one kid once told me they feed skinny kids off the street to it, but I don't really know if that was. I mean, he was probably just teasing. Now that I think about it, I hadn't thought about that for a while, but I don't know.
I mean, that would mean they either escaped from the zoo or we're in it right now.
I think we could just keep moving forward and we'll figure out what's going on. Let's get across
Like-
this bridge first.
Come over here.
I have to cross the bridge again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Can't.
You want to ride on Vesuvius's back? I'm sure you're light enough. You're strong, right?
Thanks for offering. For
I
me.
mean, that's a good idea, but
I mean, you were fine last time. You almost made it across. Just don't summon any more creatures this time, okay?
well, that wasn't me.
Well, as far as we know.
That
But we
I'm
do
kidding.
know.
I'm
Okay.
kidding.
But we
I'm
do.
kidding. Oh, God, I'm kidding, everybody. Come
I didn't
on.
know you could do that.
I mean, I don't know. You said something
right.
about bridges, and then those things showed up. Maybe you
I'm-
made them mad.
I'm kidding.
That
you're
was
fine.
Nick, the player character.
Who's Nick? Your half brother?
No.
As you are heading across again, you see a dire wolf come out of the
Oh,
forest.
you are summoning them.
Are you being serious
not
right
not
now?
exactly as you walk across.
Kyriae.
Kyriae.
I didn't do it. I swear.
This dire wolf, it doesn't appear out of nowhere. It just kind of comes out and it can see across to see these 2 Nuragor bodies, and it seems more interested in the Nuragor body than it does you guys. He's kind of staying off to the edge of the forest, circling around, moves up to the riverbank, about 60 feet up north of the bridge. He's keeping an eye on you guys, but he looks like he's trying to figure out a way across. He's looking at some rocks. You can bet he's maybe trying to figure out if he can make it across that river.
Does he have a collar on?
He does not.
Okay.
Did
Can I take a collar with me?
Yeah.
I want to cut one off, put it in my bag.
It's got a buckle. You can unbuckle it.
Okay.
and-
Is there
with
anything
you.
else on these guys at all?
Huge collar.
No.
Okay.
Would we know if direwolves would naturally be interested in something like that, or is that
You
not
can
unnatural?
roll. You can roll nature.
It's
Do I get
probably just-
advantage, or is direwolf the wolf just an animal?
I will give you advantage for
Sick.
this. It's not necessarily a monstrosity, but
Dirty 20.
yeah, it's wolves are not just hunters; they're also scavengers.
Perfect.
So it's more looking at this going fresh kill, untouched.
If
That looks
we
like
want to
food.
do any kind of inspection on these, we got to do it now. Otherwise, this thing's going to eat whatever we leave behind.
I just asked if there's anything else on them, so he said no.
Great.
So
Cool. We'll leave the wolf be then. It's
Mhm.
probably not going to bother us.
Okay. Continuing forward through the forest of Sabarnesis on the way to the Oracle, a couple hours later, you guys can take a short rest as you're walking.
Wahoo!
Off to the side of the road, you see the ruins of several buildings. Most of them have been completely reclaimed by the forest, but a few single-story buildings are still somewhat standing.
does it look like an old village or?
Yeah, it looks like this is the remains of some village that has been abandoned for quite some time now, long enough that it's basically one with the forest.
Cool.
This must be one of those eco resorts I've heard about.
I think it's just abandoned.
I don't know where you're hearing all this stuff.
Yeah, you get a lot of news.
You, I mean,
Hey, are you
I mean,
listening
she
to
has
the
more
kids in the
ears.
village? Because they don't have.
She does have an excess of ears, so
Can you snake? I suppose this if you could hear it, they could hear it too.
Yeah, I'm like I can hear what they hear, but they're attached to me, so it's not like they're gonna go anywhere I can't.
Right. But like, could you like stick one through like a hole, like a keyhole theoretically, to the other side of like a room, and then hear what was going on in there?
Are you sure they don't come off?
I'd never really tried that before. They don't come off. They shed.
Hmm.
Oh.
It sort of works like that. It's one of those things where Gorgons have this ability called many minds.
Mega mind.
Many minds. So each snake of her hair has its own mind, but it's linked subconsciously to hers. And so she has advantage on saving throws against being charmed and poisoned because they're snakes and she has many minds. So there's a lot more to charm. So she can't she doesn't like hear every single thing the snake hears. But if she were to stick her snake through a hole into another room, she would know what that snake hears because they share a mind. But she wouldn't be actively hearing it. She wouldn't hear it like if you sticking your ear up to the door. So like the snake would sort of be able to relay what it hears, but like not so like without relaying the act. It's not like it speaks to her and goes, "Oh, he just said this." It's like she just kind of knows the gist of what happened.
Mr. Scotty.
How long are your snakes? Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd say they're probably about 1.5 feet long.
About
girthy
a
be
foot
these
and a half
snakes?
long. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
she's got long snake hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot I was going to ask.
Probably the girth of the snake.
No, I just totally
Do
lost
they
it.
replicate?
Oh, do we get piety from last session?
You do.
Congratulations.
Point of piety, demigods. You gain 2.
I'm 1 point away from being able to cast Animal Messenger.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's go.
What am I at?
I totally plan to use that.
You're at 17, or maybe.
I'm at 19, right?
I think
Oh, then I
You
already
should
won.
have
I was at 17
2
just now.
more than Nick.
You're at 19 then, yes.
What was that laugh?
Do you guys want to go explore these ruins, or do you guys want to keep going?
I could do some exploring.
I could do some light exploring. I don't think Vesuvius would honestly be that interested, but I'm interested.
I'm curious.
So you guys go ahead and
Yeah.
explore. I'll just stand out here.
I'm gonna do
I-
some poking around for
I'm gonna
sure.
stay with Vesuvius.
There are.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
let me
around
take
too.
you to the map.
Ooh, a map.
Ooh, a
the
map.
map.
The map.
the map.
The map.
I knew
I'm
someone was gonna sing that.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
Actually, I lied. Vesuvius is interested about the world up ahead. He doesn't
Map
ever explore it.
time,
He'll
map
walk
time.
around.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke around as well.
There's a road north of where this map is that you're starting on, and then it's like a brief little road that diverts to the right, and then there's the ruins. So you've got, looking at this map here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings that appear to be intact.
I think I'm most curious about that central building on our map. It's labeled Building G.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably do a
It's fixed now.
surface level investigation of Building A on my way by, but I want to check out Building G,
Let me pop back to my
which is perfectly central in this
So-
little village.
Building A appears to be. The door is off its hinges, and you can
Great.
see inside. It appears this old building contains a multitude of rusted farm tools. There's also an old winch and a harness in the middle that you would tie a donkey to turn the workings of this what looks to be an old mill.
Cool.
By now, it looks as if it's long rusted shut or rusted stuck. You're headed to Building G.
I want to go straight to Building G.
I think I want to go check out B.
Yes. So
G.
Building G is the central building. A is just off to their right, as on their way towards G, and B is just off to the left on their way
Following
towards
the path.
following this path to the central building. The building that you wanted to check out, Kyriae, off to the left. The stone shed stands detached from the mill. This building's got dark shingles on the roof, and the wooden door hangs askew. And as you get a little closer and closer to it, a very strong, disgusting smell penetrates your nostrils and just kind of lingers there. Your snakes, in order to smell, they have to taste the air, right? Are all very quickly recoil, and you get this sort of sense from them that the air quite literally tastes like shit.
Fertilizer.
Or something dead.
Does it feel like this kind of sickly decay, or does it smell
No,
like a manure
like
pile?
literal poop.
Yeah. Fertilizer. I'm gonna look like Drama queens.
It tastes nasty. That's all they're saying. This central building still has its roof attached somehow. The door opens easily, revealing a room divided by a long countertop. In front of the table are barrels that have been set as tables with small log rounds as seats. And behind the bar are sacks of flour, barrels of dried meats, fruits, and vegetables. 3 skinned deer hang from the roof, and there's a door set into the south wall.
How old do those skinned deer
Yeah,
look?
what? The skinned deer.
Relatively recent.
Like there's no rot or decay at all.
They're new.
That like with my hunting expertise, I can tell those are perfectly edible.
Yeah.
That okay? Something's been here really recently. Then
What is Vesuvius is going to poke around? Vesuvius is going to poke around building D, or just kind of walk by.
which is just to our left of building G, the central building that I'm in.
This building appears well insulated, but run down. The door swings loosely on its hinges, and several shingles on the roof look as if they would fall off in a good windstorm. But inside you see large piles of hay on the floor, and the room smells as if some large animal has been here recently.
Can I check the building with the skinned deer for like footprints or tracks?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me a survival roll.
Sweet. 21.
You can identify several tracks moving about here and about the that you notice now about the rest of this abandoned village. You recognize them to be Capritar tracks.
What are those?
Those are those creatures that you fought who were cutting down the tree.
Oh, and this isn't far from here, is it? And there is it?
You're about 4 hours from it, and across a river.
Would it be reasonable to assume this is the same group or a new group?
I'm not gonna.
I was more asking the group than
Yeah.
I was Scott.
I don't know about that. It could be, but I don't know if it's very likely that this is their area. Because if something was fairly new that was just here, that like the deer was just skinned, that might not be
By
there.
fairly new, I mean like within the last week or two.
Mm-hmm. The barn that Nick investigated. Who investigated building D? The one just to the left of the main building.
The what looks to be stables.
Yeah.
That was Vesuvius.
Great. If it looks to be stables and there were large animals housed there recently, did the Capratars we encountered earlier have horses or transport animals at all?
Not that you saw.
Okay.
While they're talking, can I run over to see?
You want to go check out?
Yeah, because they've all been
the
checking things out. I've
southernmost
just been
building.
kind of like following them around. Yes, he's all the way down at
So
the
you head
bottom
down
of
to
the Sprant.
south and right a little bit to see to see.
To see. See.
This building is stone and looks to be a little better kept up. A few spots in the roof look to be recently replaced. And inside is a cot and a dirty mattress, as well as a small chest.
I want it.
You pop open the small chest, and inside it contains...
I didn't know I busted in there.
I don't think it was locked.
Yeah, it wasn't locked.
Oh, it was just open?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can open the door, and it just opens up into the room.
Oh, okay.
And then if you're checking out this chest,
Yes.
you pop it open, and it contains clothes. There's a stack of what look to be relatively clean clothes, and there's a stack that looks to be, or more of a pile actually, that looks to be dirty clothes.
I'm gonna close the chest.
Okay.
Close.
I close the close the chest. Is there anything else in here that looks like somebody's been here recently, or is it just
There's just this chest and a mattress.
okay? I'm gonna leave. I don't want to be in here anymore. I'm gonna go over
Can't
to.
believe you didn't look under the pile of clean clothes. There's definitely a secret under there.
I want to investigate our last uninvestigated building, that is building F, just to the right of central building G.
You know what's interesting about this whole thing? There's no building E. Even though there's a building F and G. There's no
You're
E.
right. Where's building E?
Where's
Scott?
building E, Scott?
What are you hiding
Where is it?
from
He's
us?
smiling. He's sniffing and smiling.
Is it the ruin in the middle?
Where is it?
I'm gonna go.
Why don't I deal with building F? that is being approached first.
Spooky.
I see your little puzzle, little trick here.
The wooden doors to this stone building are singed and creak as they open. Inside you find several dirty and makeshift mattresses and a large fireplace that dominates the east wall. Additionally, as you approach this building, roll me a perception check.
Oh joy!
Everyone?
Nope, just Aramnos, who is the one investigating this building.
Oh, I totally missed my dice tray entirely. Nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
As you approach, you can hear voices coming from somewhere very, very muffled.
Ooh.
They appear to be crying for help.
Oh.
Ruh-roh.
With a nat
No.
20, can I tell what direction these voices are coming from?
Yes, it's not inside this old this building with a fireplace. It appears to be from somewhere around this building, but not inside it. And as you kind of skirt around the outside, you see that there is a small shed that stands against the south wall of this building. There are a few holes in its tall roof, but the door is in good shape and locked with a large chain and latch, and it appears to be from here
Dang.
that you can hear where these voices are coming from.
Big chain, you said?
Yes, there's
lock.
a chain and a lock, and from inside here you can hear this muffled cries for help.
Is anybody carrying lockpick tools?
Are you
have
calling
thieves'
us
tools.
over?
You have thieves' tools?
as
I do.
well.
What's your dexterity?
0.
They're your tools. If you've got them,
Yeah.
you can give it a shot if you brought them along.
I also have these tools.
I have proficiency with them. I don't.
Those of you who know what you're doing with thieves' tools, by all means, get at
I
it.
sure try. I assume you're gonna call us over to this.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh well, there's
Oh,
building E.
Jeez.
There's building E.
Subius has been naming all these buildings as it goes around.
E.
That's why they have letters.
Alpha,
the most
beta,
psychotic thing.
gamma.
I've ever heard. Ooh, it's a 5. Hold on. I have a note for this.
Am I proficient with these tools? Let's see.
Nope. My
Guidance
lockpick
wouldn't help
breaks.
him? Would guidance help him?
Guidance would, but he already tried.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
too
I
late.
mean, I could try it again, but I'd need to use another one of my lock picks, just like Skyrim.
No.
That's not how D&D lockpicking works.
I could give it a shot. I have thieves' tools. too.
Guide her.
Can I guide her?
Yes,
Yeah,
guide her.
guide me.
Guide her, please.
Okay.
Bop.
So guidance gives a
Guided.
D4 to
Your roll.
ability checks and everything.
Yeah.
And
Such.
saving throws, I believe.
Sorry,
think
Nick.
it's
I
just
forgot I
a-
had that.
I'm okay to extend it to
That's fine.
skills too.
Sweet.
You mean saving throws? Ooh.
Roll your D4.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
baby.
Okay, so it's going to be
That's,
13, a 17.
17. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, I thought that was a D6 because it's a weird.
No,
It's
it's
not.
my
Weird
crystal
dex.
shaped
Just
D4.
the way it was oriented towards me, it looked like a 6
Do you
or like a
minus to
D6.
dex?
I have a +1 to dex. So it's a 13 plus
Do you have
the 4 is
proficiency in thieves'
17.
tools?
I forgot my proficiency bonus.
That's- yeah,
Hey.
So dirty 20.
That's dirty 20.
Heck yeah.
Dirty 20. That is enough.
Crack
So
that lock
you-
open.
You crack the lock open. The heavy chain kind of thunk to the ground, and you're able to open up this pretty solid wooden door. And inside you see 2 girls
Oh my gosh.
who initially they are at the back of this building, but as soon as they notice that it's not who they were expecting, they relax and they're like, "Thank you! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Are they young or older? Like girls as in like children or...
I would say late teens.
Okay. Okay, cool. Oh,
Are they
shit.
human?
Oh, okay.
Well,
It's okay.
Yeah, you're okay now.
Come out of there. It's okay. You're okay.
Yeah, they'll come out. They'll introduce themselves, and I'm assuming you guys are probably all trained
Yeah.
names. They're Philia and Calliope.
To my
Alright.
So, what happened?
Fill us in. Fill us in.
We were taken by some Capitars in a raid of our little community.
Golly. I should have known the Capitars are. Maybe next time. I won't talk to them this time, guys.
Yeah,
if we
no,
said
I'd
next
everything.
time
recommend
we
not
just-
doing
I'm,
that.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Okay,
Yeah,
There's-
don't worry about it.
They've been raiding our communities just all across. We're little just a little farming community, and they keep coming and taking our food, and I guess they wanted us.
Hit me with their names
Last
one more
time.
time.
Philia, Philea, and Calliope, Calliope.
I'm gonna give them some of my rations.
They
Don't
very
worry.
quickly scarf them down.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been here?
4
I
days.
can imagine it's hard
Okay.
to tell. Yeah, locked in the cellar. Okay.
They only, if they only feed us once a day, like 4 or 5 days.
Okay. And how close is your village?
It's on the about 2-3 hours from the oracle.
Okay, well, you can come with us.
Is
we're,
that
we're
closer
going
to
that
us
way.
or further?
That's in your direction.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll-
we can
we'll take you
definitely
home.
take
Yeah.
you there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're all right now.
Yeah.
Suddenly wishing I took Pass Without Trace.
What did you take?
Really, thank you.
I was just gonna ask Justice what
Oh.
he did get on his
Yeah.
level up.
I took Spike Growth.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh.
Oh, I was just gonna say I wanted to go to the well and like kind of help them wash up a little bit. I'm assuming they're a little dirty.
Yeah,
Get them some water to splash
yeah.
their
They look.
faces.
They're very
and-
dusty.
Yeah.
So
Let's
you
get
can
you
get them
guys
up.
cleaned up.
They get a little cleaned up. They'll start to look a little bit more refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
Still very, like, on edge.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep an eye out for returning Hapatarsus the whole
Was-
time.
Mhm.
I will
Let
stay with
maybe get up on a wall or a roof and just keep an eye out.
Was there anything
Yeah.
else in that little shack area?
Which little shack?
The one that we pulled them out of. E.
No, there's nothing else. They didn't
Okay.
have anything.
Well, then I'm gonna close it before we leave and make it look like it was never opened.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I think I will ask them when were they here last?
I think. I don't know. Since the light started coming through, we haven't heard them outside.
So they were here
Okay.
like today,
Hmm.
They
Well,
left at dawn.
and we're gonna leave now.
Right now.
And we're leaving now.
Or
No, Nick, we're not talking to nobody. We're not waiting for no one.
Mr. Diplomat.
no, I was gonna say the opposite.
We lay an
We
ambush.
stay and kill them.
I shrug.
I'm down to lay an ambush.
It's either that or they're just probably just gonna come back to the village and keep doing this.
That's
Yeah.
actually a really good
They
point.
might just keep hurting people.
You have no idea how down I am for an ambush.
Wishing you took Gordon Navarro's.
No, I'm glad I took
Spike Growth?
Spike Growth.
I mean, I'm also down with leaving. I was also down with leaving a warning, a stern warning.
No,
No.
that was not going to work.
Yeah, fair enough. It didn't work last
Look,
time.
we gave them a stern warning about the Dryad, and they still were like, "Oh, we're
It
going
was
to kill them."
it was good to be more intimidation tactic, but we could definitely just stay.
But we should get these girls home.
If it's 2 hours away, I mean, we're not.
You, in theory, could get them to the oracle,
Mm-hmm.
and the oracle could. You would know as a. It's not just like a secluded
Yeah.
oracle. This is a big tower. It's probably a full-on
Yeah.
temple.
Well, if we wanted to take them to the Oracle, I mean, I could take them and then come back and we could kill these guys.
I'm worried they show up when you're gone. Or worse, they find you, not us.
I mean, that's fair.
And then it's just you against however many of them there are.
That's true. So if we don't want to split up, then
Well, we don't know exactly who's coming back here or how many of them. So they could easily outnumber us even if we stay.
But if we lay an ambush,
How many? Can you tell how many of there were here?
can I tell how many of them there were here?
I'm gonna have you roll another survival.
We're in a
check.
forest, yes?
Correct.
According to my favorite terrain, just successfully tracking them gives me number of them and size.
Oh,
And time since they were here.
okay. You would know that these tracks are. They were last made sometime around dawn,
Great.
roughly. You would also know that there are. Let me find it.
Rubber.
There are 11 Capritar tracks,
Okay.
and there are 4 tracks of. What did you get on your survival check?
And, I got a dirty 20 on the
Dirty
survival check.
20. There are 4 tracks of a creature called an Ergen, which you roll for monstrosities on there. Or a knowledge
This is
nature for
nature?
monstrosity. Yep.
Only 15.
15. That is not to tell you that what an Urgan is, but not necessarily any special abilities that they have.
Great.
An Urgan is very similar to a large wolf. You would know that it's much more brutal, and it's more dangerous to encounter a dire or an Urgan than a dire wolf.
Okay.
I think you're all
But
crazy.
they're also creatures that can be tamed.
Wait, what was that?
I think y'all are crazy
So
we're
for
what?
us to stay.
Sitting on
we don't have
15
to.
enemies, 4 of which are bestial.
That heavily outnumbers us, even if we try to catch them off guard. Because at best, we could maybe get, okay, let's say one of us each swiftly takes out somebody. That still leaves way too many.
What I'm suggesting is you have area of effect spells, right? If they're moving as a group, which I can guarantee they are, I can make a very large area of terrain that as they move through it will damage them per foot moved.
Okay.
Which is if I place it right, that's going to be something like 64 per person for the whole party if I can catch them all. And then we can sling ranged attacks from rooftops. At least I can.
You can.
Yeah,
you
but then
you
we're
have
all...
to be on the ground and play our tank as usual, but
What's a tank?
I think it's like this thing that you put water in so you can have fish when they're not in the
Okay.
pond.
How am I a tank?
Do you eat seafood?
What's a what?
Seafood. Do you eat seafood?
What's the sea?
Like stuff that comes out of the sea that's food?
I mean, he sees food.
See
and
so
eats
you
it.
get to play.
I have seen food in the past,
no,
yes.
like okay, so like you know the ocean?
Oh no!
I've heard of it, yeah.
So there are these things called fish
Uh-huh.
and they swim in it. Some of them will eat you,
Oh.
but then you can eat some of the fish.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, that's kind of like how all things eating works, I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, but how am I supposed to know if you haven't seen fish before?
What I was trying to
Vesuvius,
say.
you definitely have seen fish, but there's no such thing as an ocean.
I've never
in
seen an
Nishval.
ocean, that's for sure.
But there are fish native to Nishval.
Really?
Yeah,
In our
Fishfall.
stick rivers? That?
in the rivers of Nishval. Yeah.
Okay.
What I was
Okay,
trying to say
never
is
mind.
you get to draw their attention on the ground.
Yeah. I here's the thing, guys. We have I honestly I'm with Anthea on this one. We have a mission. We have people we need to protect.
Well,
Because we're
I
going to
don't
be
know
going
if
to their village.
This is strategically the best option.
yeah.
If with that many people.
we could try and go to their village and get help, or we could maybe. Is there a way we could just like get them all to go to sleep and then burn it?
But that's
Holy
the thing.
That's an
shit.
idea. That's really metal.
Wow.
That
I'm
got
just
brutal
saying, like-
fast, but also like I'm down.
They
But
hurt.
we-
They're
And then
hurting
you put
innocent people.
your spiky ground right outside
can't
the
do
door.
that.
I put it in their building, so they can't
Or
even
you
right
do
in
it
their building.
outside
Okay,
when
but
they're burning.
burning down this could burn down more of the forest
That's
by
also
accident. We
true.
That's
can't
a good
contain
point.
that. That's not something that we can do.
I mean, I guess.
I'm not trying to lose piety
Or
here.
Speaking of
That's very much a concern for you as a
yeah,
follower of Zionic.
Scotty, did the bunk room have more than one door?
No.
Okay.
Hold up. Let me check.
The bunks where we found the girls, right?
It's the building
No,
next
there
to
was
where
the
they found
shed
girls.
Oh,
behind
okay.
it. Oh, the shed behind it.
what do we-
The bunk room did not have more than one door.
Okay, so we wait for them to go into their bunk room. I lay down the spikes inside the building because I can fill the whole building with these spikes.
Yeah, but if they just walk in, they feel it's spiky. They're
No.
just gonna not walk
We
in
let
there.
them go in and get settled, and then I fill their entire building full of spikes. So any movement they take inside their building does damage to them. And then we get their attention from outside. So as they're leaving the area that automatically damages them, we're hitting them with attacks. It makes a bottleneck. We bottleneck them in their own self-damaging bunk room and kill them as they come out. It's an idea.
I think that's a stellar idea. I just don't think that I still don't think we have the manpower for this.
honestly, I'm a little worried about taking a fight now because I had a bit keeping everybody alive.
This feels
an
like
hour
something
ago.
that is gonna take probably full attention, full.
Yeah.
We're how
power,
close
so.
to this? The building that we need to get to?
The Oracle?
2, 3. Yeah, the Oracle.
Mhm.
About 3 hours away.
And their village is 2 hours away. we could go to their village, figure out like what's going on, like if it's just their village, if there's like nobody in the village and the girls like need help, we can help them there, because if these people are continuously going to the village, we can try this there. We can
Wait, hold on. Their village is in between us and the Oracle?
Past.
It's past the Oracle.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
So if these guys have been gone for a couple hours, for several hours, because what time is it right now?
Oh yeah, what time is it?
It's about noon.
Okay.
They've been gone for several hours. They might be on their way back by now, in which case we'd bump into them on the road. And then it'd be just straight us versus them. Whereas if we ambush them...
why would they go to fight us if we're just on the road?
Because we have their prisoners?
And they obviously like to take prisoners, yeah, if they like to ambush.
So if we, by chance, bump into them on the one road that connects their raiding place and our current place...
I mean, which way are they gone recently? Can you tell?
Oh yeah.
Can I tell which way they went?
I would say that you can tell, and you can tell that they continued down the way, and they, with your ability check and everything, you'll have an easy time just tracking them. You, in theory, could probably track them almost all the way to where they're going.
So
I would say, like, mechanically, I would require multiple rolls
Right.
to see if you can make it all, track
But
them
if
all
I
the way.
made
but
those checks, we could track them all the way down.
So wait, are they heading down towards where we're going?
Yes. Philia would also relay to you that her community is one of several small communities that are beyond the Oracle of Ilfine. So it's possible, and she says that they've all been having issue with this these Capritars. So she says they might be raiding my village. They might be raiding one beyond it or something. I don't know. We don't know. They never hit the same place twice.
I don't think staying and fighting them is
Right.
So
gonna
twice
stop
recently,
them
at
from
least.
hitting any of these other villages. I
Unless
see
we
why
kill
you would
them
want
all.
to. I see why you would want to kill them, but we have
Right.
a
So
mission to do, and we took
our,
their 2 prisoners. So when they come back, they're gonna know somebody was there and messed with them. But
So our other option is trying to make a beeline for the Oracle, in which case we run a chance of bumping into them on the road.
can we not be Can we be in the forest?
I
but,
didn't take Pass Without Trace, but we can make stealth checks.
You also can navigate through the forest pretty well off the road.
Okay.
Because
Also-
this is your favorite terrain.
Also, another thing to think about is if we're heading down the way that they're going, we could run into them at any moment. And
They could be at the Oracle. We don't know what's ahead. We don't know anything that's happening ever. So
what we do, here's what we do know. There's about, you said
15 of them.
15 of them.
11 dudes
We
and
know
5
that
dogs.
they're probably going to come back here because they have their stuff here. And we know they're ahead of us on the road. So if we go ahead and they're headed back, they could ambush us at a point. They could just run into them, and then we're outnumbered and without a game plan.
If we go through the woods, that significantly reduces the odds of them bumping into us on the road.
That's
right.
true.
So we could I think the smartest option, either go through the forest or stay here and take care of the problem. Because at least we can set up and try to have something go down.
Because if we set up an ambush, we could bottleneck them or something like that.
I agree. I'm liking that idea more I think about it.
The only problem with the bottleneck is the what were the dogs called?
Aragon?
The Urgans, I'm assuming, are staying in the stable. So with commotion, they'd come up from behind us. But I also doubt they can climb very well.
Where's the stable, Scott, in relation to the bunks?
Stable is building D. So
Oh.
it is.
So they
it
are.
is-
There, go ahead.
the bunker is to the left of the central building, and the stables are to the right of the central
So it's
building.
basically if they would come at us from either side,
Right.
whichever one we pick. But
Unless we want to get stealthy with it and kill them while they sleep.
But that's us wasting over half of our day. If we do this, where can we keep the girls out of the way so that they don't know that they're gone? I want them to only think that we're just random people ambushing them, not
Yeah.
taking.
Well, you already relocked the shed, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it doesn't look like anybody's there.
oh, I want to take that lock and key.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
after
I'll
we
have
do
to
this
get
Yeah,
ambush.
key, but
Whatever. I want to take that chain lock. But she's
You good?
Susie's gonna turn to the girls and go, "So can you guys fight?"
No.
Vesuvius.
Don't you
I
dare.
No.
think that's a bad
Vesuvius.
idea.
Leave these girls
What?
alone.
No.
They have been in
You don't
a
know
hole
that.
for They have been in a... What do you mean I don't know that they've been in a hole for 5 days? They
You
just
don't
told us
know-
that.
You don't know they can't fight.
They don't need to fight.
I mean, she's
gonna-
not a great fighter. I point to, like I say, but she can cast spells.
She saved your ass twice.
I know,
I
but
mean,
like
I-
she's. But I mean, you don't. I don't mean like stab. I mean, like, can you guys? Can you? Are you
Well,
connected
because if
with
we
the divine
have their
powers? Do you have any
They
boons?
We're just farmers.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Because I avoid violence doesn't mean I'm not capable of it.
No, I'm just. There's different. Those are the ways to fight, is what I'm saying.
One of my snakes hisses at you. Just one.
It was a compliment. Anyway,
We could put them in like a tree or a hiding spot or something.
Get back in the hole.
I will also say, Amnos, you can roll an intelligence check.
Oh, that's not bad. Just straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I don't get a bonus to that. 14.
14. If you do the math based off of when these tracks were there, if their village is 5 hours away and it takes 3 to get to the Oracle, any sort of time to do any sort of raid would put this band not coming back until at least after dark.
Okay.
And you
We
you
probably
can
have
make it to the Oracle of Ilfin before dark.
Okay.
That's what I mean. We're wasting our whole day to figure this out.
Do they have to go past the Oracle to get back to this village?
It depends on if the Oracle itself has been under attack, which from conversations with Philia and Calliope, they don't seem to believe that the temple itself has ever come under attack.
Okay.
Because knowing that like the temples do have guards, whereas
Right.
these individual communities have at best a roughly organized militia.
We could always drop them off at the Oracle and do what we need to do at the Oracle, and then if we have the time or desire, we can come back for this village after dark when they're asleep. Not village, this encampment.
Well, yeah, we can plan out what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm
so
down
we
for
know
that.
where to go. And if we study the forest over here, you should be able to get back here really fast.
Easy.
So
Mhm.
as long as we know their outskirts and know around where they should be and who's going to be in what area, like, oh, the dogs are in this hut, we should be fine.
Yeah, I think maybe
I'm down for that.
maybe we should take these guys when we're like fresh, because this is just a lot of people.
Yeah, again, I'm
but
down for that.
I definitely don't think we should leave them alone, because they're just going to keep hurting people who've done nothing.
I agree. I think we
We
should
can
head
come
on
back
our
for them and
quest
ambush them after
and,
dark.
Our mission.
Yeah, yeah. However, I am going to kneel down. Which one of them is older out of Philia and Calliope?
Calliope.
Calliope, I'm going to kind of, I guess, bend down if she's, I don't know how tall this kid is.
Average human height.
Okay, yeah. I am going to...
So maybe like a little shorter than you, because I know
Okay, yeah.
Kyriae is kind of tall.
Yeah, she's like 5'9". She's big. She's a beanpole. I'm going to look at Calliope then, and I'm going to present her my small little knife. It's like a little, it's a small dagger, basically. I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to put her in her hands and put my hand over the top of hers, and I'm going to look at her and say, so we're going to protect you, right? We're going to make sure that nothing gets to you, and you're going to get home safely. You're going to go back to your families, and you're going to be okay. But if something happens, it's your job to protect Philia and yourself, and then whoever else needs it, okay?
Okay.
It's your home, and we're going to make sure it stays home. And we're going to get you home, okay?
Okay.
And if anyone comes at you, aim for the throat.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Okay.
And then
That's actually really
the
good
elbow is the strongest point of the body.
Okay.
And if you hit them in the nose, it will always water, and you can get away quick.
See, she can
Okay,
fight.
so remember, nose,
Nose,
throat,
throat.
ears. You cup your hand
Ears?
like this. I'm going to make a little C shape with my hand. And you hit them over the ear. It will really hurt them, and you get away fast.
Philia is like,
Just like that. Good job.
Clapping her hands with the
Now,
cups.
are you guys sisters?
no,
Well,
cousins.
then take care of each other because you're family, okay?
Right. Philia's like, do I get a knife?
I've
Yeah,
only
here.
got
How
one.
old? I was going to say, no, I have a
A
dagger.
substantially larger
No,
knife.
no, 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 no,
Philia's
no.
like
No, no, no,
14.
no, no, no. I have a dagger. I have a dagger we can give these children. Do
Oh,
not hand them
I was
swords.
giving her my short sword.
No,
Do not give them
A
swords.
full-blown sword.
No, I have two
that's fine.
daggers in my bag.
We're also
What
not
the-
leaving them. Like, we can walking with them.
Philia
They'll be
takes
fine.
the dagger and she's like, that one looks a little heavy for me.
I,
And she's like a little stick
Kind of
And she's
disappointed.
14.
I kind of disappointedly put my sword back.
Here's okay. I'm gonna look at Aranyos and feel slightly bad and just go. And if we have enough time, he'll teach you how to use the big sword.
But he's like,
That's
I have not tried teaching before, but I guess I can try.
yeah.
You're going to try.
Okay, I'll try.
and Calliope's like, thank you. Okay.
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 So now that we know these guys are
Eyes.
assholes, let's raid this shit.
Nose,
Uh huh.
ears,
Uh huh.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm gonna tap my throat.
elbows.
That's what you want to hit with. And the
Throat.
throat. Perfect. You're doing so good. And
I don't want to do this.
It's okay. I'm gonna
probably
try.
won't have to.
I'm going to make sure, to the best of my abilities, that you don't have to.
But this is a just
Promise?
in case. This is
I promise
safety.
you, on my life, I will keep you safe.
Okay.
Okay. Now just stay close to me.
Can I hold your hand?
Yes, you can.
She takes it.
Okay, I'm gonna hold her hand, and I'm putting an arm around Philia's shoulders, and I am ready to go when you guys are.
I'm already moving.
All right, I'm gonna lead the girls after you.
We're going through the woods, yes?
Oh, not before I raid this shit. Like, now that we know.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Let's go back to C.
Hold on, I'm gonna like basically let's take whatever we can of the
wait.
deer for rations.
Wait.
I want to look through the building C, the other one. I want to like
Hold on.
search through that chest.
Nick,
Wait, we don't want them to move camp if they think they've been discovered.
if they come back
They're
tired,
gonna know they're discovered
if
when
they-
they find the people.
if they
gone.
come back tired after
no,
a
it's
raid,
locked. We're hoping that they just like ignore them because they said they rarely get fed. They get fed maybe once a day.
if they're tired after a raid, they might not like go check on the girls immediately. They might just go to bed because they're shitty people.
Yeah.
So if they just go to bed and don't specifically unlock their cage and check, they won't know we've been here.
But I wanted that lock and chain.
Yeah, we can get it when we come back.
We could put a couple
Alright,
of deer
alright, alright.
carcasses in there, so if they don't look too close in the dark, it might look like they're in the back.
What?
What?
Well, if
You just see like two figures.
Yeah,
In there.
if you see two
Why
lumps
deer
curled.
carcasses though?
Do you
Because
have
that's
any
all we
other dead
have.
bodies?
What,
I can
not
make
just,
some.
Why not just put like a lump of flour with a blanket over it?
Out of what?
Where's
There's
flour?
Okay, fair
Give me a
enough.
lump of flour.
Well, there's flowers.
there's bags of flour in the in that central building.
Ha! I knew I saw flowers earlier.
There's another door in the central building too that you guys missed.
Oh, I didn't realize what's behind it.
There
Another
are
door.
scratches around a keyhole, and the door appears to be locked.
Does anybody got a lockpick?
have a
Hold
lockpick,
on.
right?
Wait, and Kyriae, you say there was a chest in that other building?
I don't know anything about chests.
I said there was a chest,
Oh, that's right. My bad. I forgot.
Yeah, in
I want to go
C.
check that out. Yeah.
but there was just clothes in it, and dirty clothes, clean clothes and dirty clothes. I know you wanted to dig in it.
I want to go search it.
While they're doing
Okay.
that, may I inspect the scratches?
Yeah. Your search in the chest, it's just clothes.
Dang it. All right.
The scratches look to be from a key, like they
Got
just
it.
missed.
Natural ones.
They're mean and stupid.
Or drunk.
Or drunk. Okay, Saya, can you come unlock this for me?
Oh yeah, you got it. Okay, kids. So this is how you pick a lock. Come on.
I don't think they need it. Okay.
I don't. Actually, not.
I'm gonna wave the girls along with
Okay.
me and
Okay.
pull out my lockpicks.
Look, I'm not a teacher. I wouldn't know.
It's an important skill.
Wait, guide her.
Do I need to? Yeah, I was just
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say.
guide
Do I
me.
need to guide her?
Yes.
Guided. Tap tap.
Ooh. Well, that's pretty.
Add that D4.
If I can find one. There's one. 21.
That is
Woo.
enough. It was DC 15. Inside the dark and damp room that this door opens up to are several large amphoras. Each amphora contains a large wealth of drachma.
What is it?
Money.
Okay. Well,
What's
If you want- An amphora is a large pot that is the stereotypical Greek pot, right? So it's that long, thin-necked flute with the two handles.
Oh yeah.
But these are like the size of, they're about 4 feet tall
And
Whoa.
full to the
We're
top
side
with
is that
drachma.
child.
and full to the top of drachma.
Okay.
Okay, so
Whoa.
here's the
Okay.
thing. We all took a
One of them
handful-
on top of this, on top of them, has a pearl necklace.
Don't take that
oh
one.
my
Don't touch that.
Don't touch that.
Well,
Can we? Hold on. We don't need to take anything right now. We all know where
coming back.
everything is. We are coming back. Get that look off your face.
Well, look.
The mischievous look. I know that one by now.
Oh, this is fun.
You are deceptively curious
It's
and
fun up here.
mischievous for
It's-
someone born straight from hell.
Yeah, well, you don't like, gotta come on the surface that often. No, this is just fun. All right.
This is a side mission for me.
We'll coming up later. We'll come back later.
You're
All right, let's
growing
get the
on
hell
me.
out of here.
You're
Let's
growing on
let's
me.
cover
Yeah.
our tracks. Let's get out of here and make it look like.
Can I
Okay.
relock the door from behind? Or since I picked the lock, can I relock it?
I would say yeah, you can relock it.
Okay.
Oh, thank
I'm going to
you.
look at the girls as you and go, okay, so stealing is wrong. We don't steal from people. That's
Unless
not
it's from
nice.
bad
But these
people.
guys have already stolen
know.
from you.
So we'll take
So
it
we're
back.
going to give it back to your communities in a bit.
Honestly, we're right on board with you with this.
Perfect. Okay, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Can we set up a little decoys, little sacks of flour?
Oh,
with
yeah.
Some, like,
Yeah, go ahead
grass
and roll me a deception check,
What's his?
Okay.
What's your
but we're going to use intelligence.
Nope, not me.
Can I
Someone
try
else.
and help? I have a disguise kit and I have an idea.
Go for it. You go. You take it. This is her
What is
project.
the idea?
This is her
Okay.
project. This
So,
is her role.
okay, there's clean clothes in the chest
Mm-hmm.
and there's dirty
Oh.
clothes in the pile.
Take some
Girls,
dirty
what if
clothes.
we changed into the clothes on the floor and we'll put your clothes and fill them with the sacks of flour and
So
we'll
that if they
put
see
them.
clothes, it looks like their
That's
clothes.
actually a
That's
smart
then
idea.
brilliant.
If they
Whoa.
see the
I have
girls,
thoughts
they're gonna be like, wait a
sometimes.
minute.
You have thoughts. As someone with many minds, I think you'd have more than one thought.
Listen, we have some great ideas sometimes.
Honestly, I
Which
believe
one of
it,
the snake's
seeing
ideas
this.
was this?
That was Bartholomew.
I,
Oh, hush,
job, Bart.
hush. There's another one. Listen, he gets jealous, but it was Bartholomew this time. But
that's fascinating.
Do your snakes eat?
I mean, they get nourishment when I eat, but like when I was a kid, we got hungry a little bit sometimes. Like like you're running around all day, I wanted a snack, and so like there was the one time there was a mouse, and I felt really bad about it. So just mostly I eat.
So, wait. But your snakes can I'm sorry. I feel like I don't want to be the guy who constantly asks you about your culture, and you have to get to explain it to everybody.
It's okay. I don't really know much about it either.
Oh.
So I think this is less culture, more biology.
I mean,
Well-
yeah, but
Okay, so they like having snacks.
where does that? How does that?
I have no idea. I've tried to figure it out my whole life, but like nothing, like
Say,
they're attached here.
you would know that you can see, like all snakes, you can see the lump of where the food is, and then it just slowly gets smaller. You don't know where it goes.
See, like I really don't know, but like Bartholomew really likes, field mice, and then Angie is a big fan of grasshoppers. It's like if I want to be really nice, I'll give them a treat, but it's complicated.
Hair care,
Yeah, it's like my routine is different than the average human.
I
So
would
like
imagine so.
with my snakes, they shed sometimes, and sometimes I have to soak them in the bath, which is super stressful because I have to tip my head back and just stay there for a while, and they're super grumpy when they're shedding. And they fight sometimes, but most of the times we're really just having a good time together. And I pat my snakes gently.
Nice. All right.
Anyway, let's would you be okay
While he
with
was
us
asking
switching
that,
your clothes?
I went back to the chest
Yeah.
and got the
Um,
things.
Flair's already
I've
like,
already
hell
been
yeah,
there.
and just taking her shirt off.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, great. I think we should take.
I'm honestly unfazed.
Yeah, this is more normal for this culture.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Like-
be like, okay, so I'm sorry, but I think we should put the dirty clothes on you because they were in a pile and people pay a lot less attention to a mess than something clean
Flair's
that's
like,
missing. Please.
that's got campertar stank. I'm not doing it.
All right.
I can't blame you.
So
All right,
when
we'll
I
steal
went,
some
I
clothes.
grabbed the
Yeah.
Madam
Why don't you just
Sorcerer,
why don't,
do
hold
know
on? Why don't you just put the
prestidigitation?
dirty clothes on the sacks of flour?
Because it needs to look like their clothes.
and if they can't be seen because if they get seen in their clothes, they'll immediately know who they are. Versus being like new group of people, new faces. Do we know those girls?
Go ahead
Honestly,
and-
stuff goes missing from my closet all the time, and new stuff comes in. I have no idea how that.
And Thea, do you have
I get new stuff in my closet all the time. I have no idea where it comes
That might be your
It's your wife.
Nick.
from. This happened before I had a wife. This happened I don't know, all the time.
That's
I would,
Doug.
Might have been Doug. It was yeah. I don't
and
know.
Thea?
Yes.
Do you have magic that can clean these clothes off?
Clean these clothes? Don't believe so.
I believe.
Do you have
I have-
prestidigitation?
Do I have what?
Prestidigitation?
No.
Okay.
I have mending. I can mend the clothes.
Kaisea,
No clean.
go ahead and make this intelligence deception check. So if you have proficiency in deception, you can use that. If you have and then it's with your intelligence modifier. But you have advantage for this idea.
Guide her.
Guide me, someone. I have a -2 intelligence.
And because I love this, I'm going to spend my fate token on this
Yes.
to give you another thing of advantage.
Guys, we have the whole thing.
Okay,
So-
triple?
We got the whole set.
Give me something
For
to put on the
this specific
forehead.
instance, I'm going to say that you can roll 3 dice and take the highest.
Wow, I've
exciting.
never
Triple
seen that before from
advantage.
Scott.
This is
I love this idea.
This is so
and I want her to
exciting.
succeed.
I do
So I'm
too.
giving her the best chances she can
So,
have.
okay, intelligence plus deception, and
So if you're are you proficient in deception?
that's what I'm checking. I'm not.
Okay, so it's just an intelligence
It's
check,
just an intelligence check. Blow on them.
which
No,
is a -2, I believe.
Yeah, it's a -2.
Come
Come
on.
on.
This is also -2. I
Alright.
might as well do this. I have a
Alright,
proficiency in
Delphine.
deception.
Oh, that's really bad. 2 12s and a 5, so a 10.
Plus
Okay.
DB4.
Oh, plus my D4. All right, give me a 4. Where'd my D4 go? Where'd my lucky D4 go?
Is helping an option here? Because I know Nick and I both have higher
Helping would
bonuses.
just give advantage, and she already had advantage on
Kyriae
it.
has triple
It's
advantage.
triple
So-
advantage. Okay. It's a 3, so 13.
Okay.
I forgot you had -2 in intelligence. I might as well have done this.
Okay, it's a 13 is the bad.
So
I'm
you.
proficient with my disguise kit, so I can really shape it.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, at proficiency then.
Okay, okay.
Because you
okay.
have the disguise. kit.
13, so
16.
that makes it... Yeah,
16.
16.
That's pretty good.
Okay, 16.
Oh, not bad.
Okay, so you leave these 2 sacks of flour, all disguised up in their clothes and with your disguise kit and everything, and you
Put some dust on 'em.
continue on the road
Oh, we're continuing through the forest.
towards the
but
through the
Where-
forest. You're off the road.
I think,
I think
so,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
It's the same speed for you since you
Yeah.
forests are your favorite
Same
terrain.
speed, and we can't become lost.
Correct. The sounds of forest increase as you get into the thick of it. For better terms, the birds are louder. They're less shy. You can see more animals moving about. And then when you reach the edge of this forest, you can see the base of this tall gray stone tower built around a large tree. Beyond the tower, you can see rolling fields of farmland and several small figures moving about with scythes harvesting the tall grains. Attached at the base of the tower are several low columned buildings. They line a stone stairway up to the large arched entry of the tower main, and above this archway a statue of a hummingbird watches a guardian with emerald eyes. Hummingbird, as you know, would be the symbol of Ilfine.
Can I ask you really quick? I think my holy symbol specifically, I was thinking about it because we never quite discussed that. I think it's the hummingbird holding a grain of wheat, like a couple of grains of wheat.
That makes sense. A little amulet.
Yeah.
You know, with the hand that hummingbirds have. To
Yeah.
Hold things with.
And their claws.
With its opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
It's just got his wings kind of stuck together, grains falling out of him.
As you approach, a tall lady with sharp and regal features approaches you, and she smiles warmly and says, "What may I do for you, children? What brings you to the tower today?"
Vesuvius. Oh.
And we'll pick this up next week.
Ah, now!
Pick it up next week.
I'm going to keep going.
Thank you for listening. Our cast this season consists of Scott Graves as our game master, Sarah Heaton as the sorcerer and Thea, Nick Meyer as the Illrigger Vesuvius, Justice Milhan as the ranger Aramnos, and Jessica Simons as the cleric Hysea. The Epikast is produced and edited by Scott and Nick, and our intro outer music is recorded and produced by the wonderful Wilson Moyer. You can find the amazing background audio used during the game at tabletopaudio.com. If you like the show and want to support us, spread the word to your friends and on social media at Gravestone Crew on Twitter and Instagram. If you really like what you hear and want to support the show, you can support us with drinks at buymeacoffee.com/gravestonecrew. We got a donation button over there, as well as memberships, which will grant you special end-of-season bonuses like stickers and GM notes. Once again, thank you for listening, and be sure to check out our other shows, The Kestrel Files and The Shadows over California. You can find more about those on our website, gravestoneproductions.com.